All right. Well, today we're going to be playing some Orzhov Creature Hate pile of Magic the Gathering cards for sure. I saw a couple people playing this. I think CGB kind of came up with the idea. I think he played mono white. Mono white hate mono red deck, kind of basically what it was from. And then we added the black cards, or he added in some black cards. And it kind of came out to this. So I'm going to be trying it out today. I don't know if it's that competitive. I think it's more for fun, to be honest. Like if you really just want to play Obliterator and Vindicator, like kind of deck you want to be doing. You obviously have the 2F Shieldred in, and then you have like the standard spot removal cards. Skrelv's a little weird. It's like fine, but like again fine. It's just really to protect these later. That's why there's only 2. This is kind of like a makeshift plague crafter. A lot of times you'll be playing this second to Skrelv most likely. Other than that, I think we're just going to get into the game, see how it goes, and try to beat our good matchups, just fold to our bad ones. Other than that, get into the games. What goes first? We have 4 lands, and we can cycle this, and have a tap land on turn 1, which kind of sucks, but we have like some action. Not great. Like a little bit weird. Playing against Jund. Please not Jund. Feels like this most likely just gonna get removed. Spot removal. But we're gonna try to play this and jam a Shieldred next turn anyway. Pay 3 life to do it. Lose it. Especially now that they played a Shieldred. We're taking 5 damage here. Now we get to kind of negate their children. We can remove one of their creatures, but it's not great. Like this isn't great. This attack tells me they have another Shieldred. Can this go phases go away? No. I don't know. It doesn't want to go away, so it's not going away. So I think they have another Shieldred. But I need to cut this down. I need to play the land. I'm gonna play this, but they're just gonna sacrifice that, and then they get to attack me kind of for free. This is such a hard card to like play around. This is so good, in my opinion. I think it's one of the best cards in the in standard. Especially when it comes to like straight up combat. Okay, no Glissa attack wouldn't make any sense. So I'm definitely going to trade off this Shieldred now. I'm going to go for throw the Glissa. Then I feel like this is almost guaranteed an untap play a second copy of Shieldred. Not untap, but like second main. Most people just don't attack with Shieldred that often. Oh, okay. So this is the Atraxa pile, but they're just going to... Why would you... I feel like that's weird. Why wouldn't you just set it up and do all the other stuff that's good? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play the Vindicator. Make it where they just can't really attack me. I do need to remove this at some point. I don't know how. They could have set this up. I guess they'll bring Glissa back if they want. I'm going to get my sacrifice creature out of the bin. Now they're going through the whole... Yeah, I guess if you have a second one, this is fine. Attack with Shieldred, see what happens. It has Death Touch. Oh, that's so dope. They made it oopsie poopsie. They made it an oopsie poopsie. Let's go. We actually are back in the game. They're reading it. It prevents it. So even if they have death touch, it never absorbs damage from Shieldred. So it has no death touch applied to it, which is really dope. I'm gonna attack with this. They get to toot or something. I need to actually make sure I can end the game. I'll play a second one of these. Although they could tutor up a board wipe. Right? I'm gonna play a Bank Buster then. Did I just not attack with this? Somebody help me out, please. I got too excited that they punted with this that I just didn't attack. But Atraxa also kind of gets stopped by Vindicator. That's a little weird. Think about it. 3. Pass. Raw. Okay. Is that a graveyard? Vindicator or Obliterator? Vindicator or Obliterator? I think Obliterator is better. They're gonna bring back a Shieldred. Then I can play Obliterator. We need this not to die, actually. We need to not be dead to that. Through here, you need to get their life total as close to lethal as possible. Or they're like almost forced to block with this. Oh, look at that. They're 9 away. Draw, bring back Shieldred. We all know what's happening. Or that. I guess that works, but like, then like in the game. What's the plan here? I would like to play Gix. And I would like to do this. And then do this. We get our Vindicator back and get to attack with this. They got technically blocked. They wouldn't have lost anything. They would have gone down, but so either way, we had it covered with the Gix. I just assumed that was an Atraxa deck. I'm pretty sure it still was. We never saw one. I go first. I get to play. Did I play the Barons or the Rafine Tower? I think I played the Rafine Tower or Barons. I guess Rafine Tower is better to like cycle potentially later if we just flood somehow. Tower. Might. So fire me. Cry. Put it to the bottom. Draw. Play a Felden. I was close. You're gonna draw and play a Felden anyway. Ah, man, I'm just off today. Man. That kind of sucks. For sure. In turn, we have 2 cut downs. We didn't get a land, but we have a lot of removal. Mechanized Warfare, that's fine. Fine. I would prefer not to take damage. They could play Haster if they want. I'm playing a Bank Buster. Argument could be the mirror, so I can play things. Focus on, this only makes 2 1/1s and only deal 1 damage each. They do not benefit from the warfare, so it's fine. Play the sleeper, I guess. Still not hitting lands. Pass. They remove my sleeper with, I don't know, end the festivities. Come on, is fine. With me too. It's not great. I said it was fine, but it's like whatever. Phoenix chick, also not great. Hopefully they use removal on the sleeper. That'd be so good for us. Oh, it's so sick. Well, crew here. That's 3 damage we don't take to the face. Oh, we get to just absorb one of these. If they play a fire, our bank buster again. That's 3 more damage. We don't absorb to our dome. Okay. Okay, team. Guess what? We're holding up removal. 9's in our top 12. Last game we flooded. Welcome to variants. Gonna be attack. This is 3. They have 2 cards in hand. I feel like holding these for. I'm saving damage this way. But I also want to draw because I'm just dying. A land. Nice. Oh, yeah. Found a land. We're muddying into business now. See. Lightning strike for 4. Lightning strike for 4 more. This flips. I'm dead. You're dead. We're all dead. Although the mirror's trading. Just so we're aware. Bloodthirsty adversary. Trade with that or trade with mono? Probably trade with mono. And the festivities just to top it all off. Why not? Super dead. This one probably could have been Kamano, but it didn't really matter. I'm at 1. And now we're finally hitting the lands to play an Obliterator on the stack and continuing the game. Listen, the matchup's free, but not free if we just miss lands on a 50% chance draw, you know? It's all good. It's all good. Alright. Or on the draw, we have 2 lands. We have Cut Down. Mirror. Like, these are the worst hands because it's so good if we hit the connector, which we do. Baron. Again, we play Baron first to gain the life because Rafine Tower technically if we flood we can cycle. Play Rafine Tower now. We have Cut Down. This is Gruel. But they haven't played anything early, which is incredible for us. Just play a squeeze straight up. We're going to remove it now before they make a token. Don't let them make a token. We play land. We play mirror. And we have another cut down for maybe a potential squeeze play here. The spot removal plan isn't great whenever we see 2 plazas. Or it seems unlikely, I guess. It's not great. This seems unlikely. Whenever it attacks... this is a lot of text. I need to enlarge this thing. Whenever it attacks, you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. So top 5 card, reveal a human creature, put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That makes sense. You get to keep mirror untapped. But do we actually just Gix command here? It's a little bit weird. I don't think I want to, because I think they're going to commit a lot to the board. I'd like to do it next turn. If anything, I'll put a Vindicator into play. The only problem with playing a Vindicator is the chance that they could technically Brutal Cathar it. I think it's a human on the front side. They haven't shown any I mean, this is double white, but like, this is for legendaries. Brutal Cathar is not a legendary. Can they make white? Am I tripping? Am I reading this wrong? I guess. Not legendary. What in the world? Am I missing something? Don't mind me. I'm just a reader. Gix is fine. Obliterator is also fine. I'm gonna play Obliterator out and just Gix next turn. Take one. I have cut down available technically. Can't do anything here, but these can all sack. At 1 mana of any color, spend this mana, only cast legendary spells. At 1 mana of any color among legendary permanents. Okay, so they're able to add white because of this. I just wasn't reading that right. I thought it was to activate abilities at the bottom. I was just like, how did they play the white? I thought it was fine. How does this read? Destroy each with 2, return up to 1. Yeah. So if this red different, it would work and it would blow all these up, but it does not work the way I want it to. First strike, reach. We're gonna see this get huge. Probably almost one-shot me at that point. And this cut down is just looking worse. You put it on Brutal Cathar, that's crazy. Okay. Most likely we're gonna Gix command and make them sack their largest creature, get these lifelink, and just probably have to attack. Another land here is actually great. Colorless. Gix command. 1/1 counters. Put 2 1/1 counters on up to 1 creature. It gains the lifelink. Destroy each creature with 2. No. Return up to 2 creatures. No. Each player sacks a creature with the highest. Yeah, so we're gonna get to do this, and then we're gonna get to cut down this Brutal Cathar, returning our Vindicator back. But so we're gonna attack with this, see what happens here. Probably nothing. I would assume it's just taking the 7. And then cut down here. And we'll get to sack this and make something destructive, but it's only legendary, so it doesn't really matter that much. Now they have to decide whether they're going to remove an Obliterator that's a 7/7 or a Vindicator that just can't be removed via combat damage. It's rich. 1/0 creatures going ample as long as you give it haste. All right, because you're gonna say sure. This. This. Okay, they were conceding. They just let it happen. All right, the attack seemed weird. Yeah, this is the hard part when this card's in play, because you can't really hold back blockers. Because if you block this with this to kill it, you lose your entire board. You have to like block with this and then just absorb the set like 4 that tramples over, then you get hit for 5, which is lethal enough anyway. But if they blocked with the big creature, they were just dying no matter what they did. You think our opponent's playing creatures, or if they're playing control, we automatically fold? Well, we lose the control anyway, so I don't care. All right, we lost. Good job, team. Oh yeah, we lost this game for sure. This one in the stack. Who's in there? This is like such a good hand if they're just like creature. I mean, it still has the legend. Oh, it's Urza? So it is like a control deck, I guess. I'm gonna play this, gain life, enters tabs, and we're just gonna go for the throat that's Urza, not let him untap with it at all. That'd be a fun deck to like revisit, the big giant mana deck that existed right before rotation. I don't know. It's not like an actual rotation, but every new set feels like a rotation sometimes. Oh, we have a cycle land. Make me sack my creature. I feel like 2 damage isn't enough to make me sack. Apparently it's enough for them. don't want to take any damage. Sometimes you just let that go because you are fearful of what I would cast post combat. Like if they had counter magic in hand, like untap, play Shieldred after they did that, it's like a little bit weird. Do this, play this out, or I actually rather lose the mirror if they play another sack effect. This and this. Would like to not kick it. Enters battlefield. It connives. When it connives, turn up to one target spell to its owner's hand. I'm just gonna remove it now. Because if it connives, it would grow too big. If we let this trigger resolve, it'd become a 4/2, and cut down couldn't remove it. We'll see. Card a Kaya. Turn up the one target spell to its owner's hand. Yeah. So this goes back to my hand. Kaito. Make a 1/1 phase out. Sure. We need to get value out of our cut down. So I'm gonna have much value out of it later. We could lose to a board wipe here, which I think obviously that sucks. I'm just kind of putting them all in. Like 1 mana is not gonna be game changer. We can obviously lose to a board wipe here, and I'm aware of this. However, our big creatures don't really care. Like, they can win the game on their own. So I'd rather than wipe the board here and then do something like that than to do it later. Portal? Oh. Update. Never mind. That's a board wipe I cannot beat. I'm good. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Lost to something I didn't even know existed. Them duel. Blue black card. Really good in Commander. Alright. Tap land. We have the removal. We have a life gainer. This is like a good hand against mono red. Oh, look at that. Mono! Hello, friend. Oh, we gotta play our tap land. This is the only real downside is if you play against mono red, they're always on the play. And you always have a tap land. Here comes the Felden. It's a 3/3. Can't stop it now. Huh. Big oopsie poopsie for sure. Play this. Play our life. Linker. Yeah, I said this matchup feels free, but I feel like I'm never going to win it. That sucks. You got to lightning strike my missionary. I feel like not doing that is kind of crazy. We need a go for the throat draw so we can play Sanctum, cut down something. The only attack with this 3, then sure, I'm just gonna take it because I'll swing in with my 2/3. I have a cut down now. They even played Squee after? Are you good? So these cut downs are incredible then. So attack with this. If they double block, so I can just remove 1. They don't. I'll just gain my 2, cut this down. I'll cut this down, I guess. So normally in this spot, I'd want to play Vindicator. I should have, like, sucks I couldn't play this. I need to draw an untap land, like, really bad. But I would want to play Obliterator here, because that means their attack with Felden basically doesn't do anything. So I can just block it. Well, I'm going to have it. Oh, what a draw. Phyrexian Obliterator. And now I think is it fine to attack? So if we take a lightning strike, oh man, math's gonna be hard. Lightning strike. There's 6. They still have to attack all out, so I still will get a block in. So I should be fine to hold back. Cause I need to be able to prevent some. Phoenix Chick, not necessarily great. We'll just take a Phoenix Chick attack because then we can play Obliterator after. Then we kind of have the same type of wall that we just talked about. And now this can't even attack because then I could ping something else for 1. We'll see. They concede. Okay. So I don't know why they conceded. They can just draw enough burn to get there in general, but that's kind of why it makes that matchup good for us. Is we're just able to throw some stuff in front, and then they just cannot attack through it. It's a pretty cool deck. I don't know if it's necessarily that good. If you're playing against a control deck, it feels like you kind of fold to it. You have to like play these low end creatures and hope they're good enough, and then try to play one of these after. If it's a damage like control deck, like for example blue red playing like burn down the houses and stuff like that, it's a little bit more fun because you do have obliterator that they just like kind of lose to. They can never spot remove it with damage. They kind of have to bounce it and like play that type of game with it. The other thing is like making the 1/1s with like a third path like just does not stop this guy. Vindicator is also really cool. It's weird. It does so much, but it sometimes just doesn't feel good enough, and I'm not sure why. Like, it feels like this card should be incredible, and it is really good, but for like straight up 4 white, like it's super limited in where you can play it, and that's kind of where the downside of it goes. But if you get this to resolve and they don't have the spot up removal, like your opponent can never attack you. We saw earlier our opponent's playing Gruul. We resolve this, we win the game almost automatically unless they have trample. And we just like they attacked us, hit it for 8, we shot them for 8. So it was super cool. Didn't get this to do it, but this kind of made people concede. Kind of the sad part about playing Obliterator is like you never get the damage in. Most people just pick them up and leave. So other than that, it's like fun. If you run into a lot of aggro, this is kind of what you want to be playing. Other than that, it's been good. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you around in the next one.